Hey guys, thank you for joining me for our short practice today, focused on the feet and the ankles and the calves. So we're going to do some versions of cars, so controlled articular rotations, and we're going to start with ones for our feet and ankles. You may require a block perhaps if you need something to sit on, or a chair, because these can be done on a chair instead. And I suggest having a blanket or a long kind of like sausage dog shaped cushion. Again, as always, good luck with knowing what I mean. When we get to where we need to go, then hopefully there's something in your house you can grab. If I'm just babbling and not making much sense. When we're ready, we're going to start on our bums. This can be where you sit on a block if you find that you want to elevate your seat. And in this position, I tend to find, and we're going to start with our right leg, I tend to find that tucking the left leg in gives me a little bit more of an ability to sit up. What we're going to do is we're going to take our right arm and hug it underneath the right thigh. Maybe it's roughly where like the knee bends. And we're going to pop our left hand on the knee. Sitting up nice and tall, you can always adjust the foot so that you get a little bit more balance on the sit bones and your prop. And we're going to begin to move through our foot. And we're going to go around in a circle. So we're first starting maybe by pressing down as if you're really firmly pressing the gas pedal, like go, 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 go. And then we're going to take out to the side, which can be quite tricky. The hand on the knee is helping the movement to come from the ankle rather than starting to like open up and veer off to the side. We'll start to point the toes up towards the sky. And now it's like you're trying to flick the fingers towards your face, your shin. And then we'll come inside, which I always find the trickiest. The intention is key. Whether it physically happens is a different matter. And you're going to go round and round and round, trying to reach all the edges. One of my teachers said it's like you're trying to scrape out all of the cookie dough from the bowl that you've just made the cookie dough in. Although, don't worry, I'm not going to be scraping out any cookie dough with my feet. If I ever serve you cookies, you don't have to panic. Then maybe going the other way. So slow, meticulous. Awesome. From here, we're going to go to do everything like on one side, and then we'll move to the other side. From here, it might be that you pop your right foot down, and that is a seat that is comfortable for you. Or you can always come to combat stance, and I'll show you side on our combat stance. This can always be done sat on a chair instead, or using a block. So it's bum towards left heel. The right foot will be down towards the ground. Sometimes it can be nice to elevate on a block. Once more, I'll just face forward while you get yourself situated into the position that you would prefer. So from this particular stance, whatever you have chosen, the sole of the right foot is firmly down on the ground. And here we're going to start to think a little bit more of a lean forward, maybe taking the knee past the ankle, like that is allowed. You wouldn't be able to walk upstairs if that wasn't a thing. And here again is all about intention. If anything, we don't really want to see much movement. We want this to be like internal strength. Here we're going to think again that we're pushing the foot down on that gas pedal really firmly. And we're going to start now. Push, 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 push. All of the effort is happening in the foot, pushing down as if you're trying to like make a hole in the ground in concrete with the force of your foot. You're going to feel a lot of things waking up in the leg, the foot, the ankle. Push, 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 push. Try and find a little bit more effort. And then release. So come back to your neutral. And we're going to go the other way, where we're now imagining as if our foot is stuck in really sticky like treacle, and we're trying to lift the foot out, mainly by starting with trying to lift the toes off the ground and the rest of the foot following. And you may notice, unless you've already started, feel free to begin, you may notice that my foot isn't really moving, but I can feel a lot going on, and that feeling of that lifting up with all my effort, I really feel along the front of the ankle. You might also feel it across the front of the shin as a possibility. We'll keep going. Last final push, 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 push. And release. If you held your breath, take a deep breath now. We'll do another round and we'll try and breathe throughout. So when you're ready, we're going to push the gas pedal really, 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 really firm, 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 firm. I don't know why I'm singing. I always feel it helps when I'm doing it with you. And release. And then the other way, sticky treacle, trying to lift your foot out of the sticky treacle. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Again, not much actually going on visibly, but a lot going on effort and activation-wise. And release. From here, or if we're sat on a chair, we're going to do our next movement. And I'm going to stand up. I might slightly go out of shot when I come up, but hopefully we're all in the zone, so it doesn't really matter, because I'd prefer to have the rest of this session where I'm slightly closer to you, just so you can see, you know, the work with the ankle and the foot. Awesome. So find a combat stance or be sat on a chair and still have this back foot, the left foot, kind of tucked or pressing down onto the top of the foot. We're going to go from sitting down to standing up. I'll go sideways. And you might not come all the way up. Not only is this going to be good for grounding down through that front foot, but also in terms of like stretching along the front of the back foot. So when we're ready, think firmly press down through the right foot. See if we can stand up, still keeping on the top of the left foot. And then we'll slowly, slowly lower down. Standing up. And lower down. Adjust whenever you need to. We'll do it 3 more times. Take as much time as you need. And once more, it doesn't matter if you come all the way up or even go all the way down. And you can use props. And you may sat on a chair. I think we've got one more. Who knows? And up we go. And down we go. Amazing. Come onto your bottoms. Tuck the right leg in if that worked for you for our ankle foot cars. And we're going to take the left arm underneath the left knee, right hand to the top of the left knee, left foot slightly away from the earth. And we'll think, press down on the gas pedal, come out to the side, up towards the sky, all the way around to come inside. Round and round we go. If you've noticed you've started to speed up, which I always notice, maybe consider taking it slowly so you can really find the edges, so you can scrape all that batter or dough. And the other way. Ooh, I don't know if you heard the click or not. Maybe not, because I've got my little Britney Spears headset on. Awesome. And then coming either to put the left foot down, you might find that this is an okay position to be in, or you might come to your combat stance. Please note, this can be sat on a chair, but mindful again that you're more resting on the top, or the top of the right foot is on the ground, even if you're seated. Perfect. So firmly pressing down through the left foot. When we're ready, the effort of pushing down on the gas pedal or trying to break the concrete underneath your foot, and go. This is where maybe I'll like babble, but actually it's quite useful for you to be paying attention to the fact that you're trying to press down, because if we start to think of other things, then we tend to ease off. So push, 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 push down. Last final push, try and increase the effort by about 10%. Can you give it another 10%? And release. We're going to go the other way. Foot is in sticky treacle, and we're trying to lift it away from the ground, but it's so sticky that it's not coming away from the ground. But the effort and the pull is there. Whenever you're ready, In it, in it, in it, in it. In it, in it, in it. Keep going. And release. One more time, each way. On your marks, get set. Gas pedal. Go, 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 go. Like you're in like a Mario Kart race and you're trying to beat Yoshi at the front. Don't know where these analogies are coming from, but hopefully it's helping with all the effort that you'll be pressing down into the ground with. And release. And then imagining that you're trying to get the foot out of sticky treacle. Awesome, 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 awesome. Keep going. Release. Now is where we're going to find our standing up and sitting down, or whatever version that is for us. I'll face this way just to give you a slightly different viewpoint. When we're ready, see if we can press down firmly through the left foot and stand up still on the top of the back foot. Coming down. So if anyone's ever done like a kickstand squat, or like a little kickstand like deadlift, you might be used to having the back foot in that position where you're trying to take the weight mainly into the front foot. But hopefully this is quite nice for the top of the ankle and the foot of the one that's in the back. We roughly 5 on the other side, so maybe a couple more. And apologies if my head cuts off when I get to the top. And coming on down. We're going to release. We might come to sit on our bums for a minute. We're going to take our blanket or our cushion and do what's called, really nice name, calf smashing. I've got my blanket in what's known as a shoulder stand fold on my Instagram. I do have a video on how to get into shoulder stand folds, or you can Google it because it is a common blanket fold. When we've got our blanket or a cushion, we're going to start to roll it up long ways. Now, it will be different for everyone as to how thick you want the blanket to be, how much space it takes up. I tend to find that roughly that width works for me. This is quite a firm blanket, so if you've got like a squishy cushion, it might look bigger, but it'll condense down when some of the air has come out. We'll move to the side. And we're going to find a place now where we take this blanket and we sandwich it underneath the thigh and against the calf. Depending on you, so this is going to be like myofascial release. Depending on you, you might have this closer to being towards the back of the knee, or you might have it further back. Figure out what works best for you. I'm going to just take it and snuggle it in. Sometimes the hardest point is trying to snuggle it in and coming to sit back. It might be, if there's a little space between the bum. In fact, I'm going to take this block in between my feet. If there's a little space between the bum and the heels, you might use a prop. And leaning back so that we're trying to stack heels, hips, heart, head. Hopefully feeling this work into releasing the calf muscles. Really interesting fact is that our calf muscles can actually hold a lot of tightness and tension without us feeling that kind of like sore and tight sensation. You might think that's because obviously we're walking on the ground. There are muscles there that might need to be quite like strong. But with this ability to not make us feel much like tightness or tension, even when they are, when they're holding it, we might also not realize that they're holding it. So doing this like calf smashing exercise can be really nice for helping to release tension there. And that's then going to have effects on like ankle mobility, for example. If we're tense up here, and this is connected to here, it's going to have knock-on effects. You might shimmy the blanket down to release an area of tension in a different part of the calf. And I'll leave you here, having a little play. We're deciding that's enough for you today. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day.